This Papa Bear. I'm true to this, not new to this. This video is about securing your load. If you got a 53-foot trailer or a reefer, there's certain ways you got to secure your load, or you can secure your load. A lot of places that you go to will have a certain way that you secure your load in your reefer trailer, or your 53-foot reefer, or your box. You just got to pay attention to what those guidelines are. You're picking up beverages and stuff like that, you usually use straps and stuff, or they'll use airbags to help secure the load so the load don't move or shift or anything. If you're hauling eggs, they might use airbags depending on how they load it in there and how they load the box up and stuff like that. But this is just for you going like to Budweiser or Pepsi Cola or Coca-Cola, something like that. You go in there and stuff to get loaded. Most of the time when you get to the shipper, they're going to want you to move your tandems all the way to the back and everything. And when you get there, they'll have you do that on the outside. Sometimes they'll let you come through and then you do it on the inside. But then you'll get weighed on the way out to get the scale and see where you're at and stuff like that. But you're going to be using a strap. This is a 2-inch strap here, okay? But they come in 4-inch straps for like more for your flatbed drivers and stuff like that. Same type of strap and everything. They come in different colors. Just depends on what you might buy. Like orange and green, the other two colors I've used. But every strap has a rating, a weight rating on it. And if you look at the strap and pull it over, it's got a tag on it. And that tag will tell you what that strap is rated at. Okay, and everything. Then there's a lot of other information on the strap that you might want to read just in case and stuff like that. A lot of these straps, these type of straps that I got, I use on the inside of the trailer. Like if I'm hauling beer and they got barricades that you put up against the beer, and then you put the strap over the barricade and hook the straps in and then tighten it down and stuff like that. Be sure not to damage the freight when you tighten it down. You just want the freight not to move, okay? And just make it tight enough so the freight don't move forward and backwards. That's pretty much what the straps are for. And if they got the billows in there or the airbags in there, they'll put that in there to keep the load from shifting side to side, depending on what you're hauling. Pay attention to that and everything. And just like before, when you're going to the back of the trailer, even if you have loaded the trailer or they got loaded the trailer, sometimes you hit a really bad bump. Sometimes stuff comes loose. Be careful when you open the back of that trailer. Okay, because you don't want nothing falling out and busting you on the head and knocking you out. Okay. Also, be careful when you're opening the doors. If it's a windy day, that wind can catch that load, catch that door, and slide that and swing that door into you and knock you right on your behind, or even hurt you really bad. And just make sure you got hold of that door, and so it doesn't swing on you and everything. But once you get it in there and you get the load in there and you get up, and then they'll have the blockers or barricades and stuff in there. They'll have them on the floor in most cases for you. And then you get up in the back of that trailer, and just make sure, just close one door. It's easier to climb up in there when you got one door closed. Close one door, get in the back of that trailer and put up your barricade, and then put the straps across the top. You know, one in the middle and one just to the top a little bit and everything, just so everything don't move and stuff, and just strap it down so it's tight, because they're going to check that when it's time to leave to make sure the load is strapped down. All they're going to do is look in it, and you know, whether they take a picture or not, every company's different. Who knows? Okay, if you do want to, you know, be extra due diligence, take a picture. Okay, But after they take the picture, they're going to close it, and then they're going to put the seal on it. Okay? Take a picture of that too. Doesn't hurt to do a little extra because it protects you if something goes wrong. Okay? And everything. And then you'll go in the building and sign your paperwork. And you look at the scale and see where you're at and everything. If you need to make any adjustments. If you do, you do. If you don't, then you just get your paperwork and they open the gate and you go on about your business and go on to your next, to your delivery. There's no need for you to go in there and break the seal. Don't do any of that crap, okay? Break the seal when you get to your delivery. And some places won't allow you to break the seal. They have to come out and break the seal. Make sure you understand what that is. Make sure you look at your paperwork real good. Make sure you got the right paperwork. Make sure you got the right seal number on there that matches to the seal on the back of the trailer, okay? And you don't want to go somewhere delivering a load and the right seal number on there. Most places these days, they don't even look at it. They don't even look at the seal. But you look at it for your own benefit, okay? You got to be smart about these things because stuff can crop up from out of nowhere and you think everything's good and everything ain't good, okay? And now you got a mess, okay? And just pay attention to that. Pay attention to your paperwork. Make sure you fill your logs out right. And as far as what you're carrying and stuff like that, where you coming from, where you're going, and all that information need to be on that log. Because if the DOT pull you over and they want to look at it, that information's got to be on there. Okay, bill of lading number and all that, inspections, daily inspections, all that stuff's got to be on there. Make sure it's right. So in case you get pulled in, and if you're heavy about 45,000 pounds, they'll probably pull you in. Okay. And they're going to pull you in depending on how you're. Now, if you are heavy like that, 44, 5 or something like that, weigh your truck. Go get it weighed. It's not going to kill you to get it weighed because you want that weight right. So when you come across that scale, they're not pulling you in there. Okay? Get it weighed. You get your first weigh. Look at the paperwork, see where you are on your axles, and if you're good, keep it moving. If you ain't good, you're gonna have to slide some stuff. Okay, maybe the axle, maybe the drive axle. I suggest you don't mess with the drive axle. Leave it where it's at. If it's in between the two tandems, you're pretty good. You're good right there. You should be able to make any adjustments on the axle on the tandems, whatever you need to do. Okay, unless you're really, really, really bad overweight. But you should be able to do what you need to do there. And pay attention to what you're doing, time of day. A lot of scales be open, and you just don't know what you're going to run into during the day. It's just a day. It's life. You don't know what you're going to run into, okay? But pay attention to your straps, okay? I'll go more over on rating as far as weight is concerned, capacity on the straps when I do a flatbed video. But all straps, chains, and straps have a rating, have a weight rating, how much they can lock down on, they can hold. Okay, and that chains too. Okay, you don't want to get up there and put a chain on there that's inferior, that doesn't match up with the ratchet set that you got. Or the belts or these straps on there that don't match up. Because the belt, the strap has got to be able to hold the load, or the chain has got to be able to hold the load. When you start making turns and hitting bumps and stuff like that, you don't want to lose your load. Or you don't want your load to be all over the truck when you open the door. You got freight everywhere. That don't look good. That don't look good when you get to the shipper. And if they want to refuse it, they can. That's their prerogative, okay? And then you got another problem there, but that just depends on who you are, who you're working for, okay? Make sure you get all this information so you can make better decisions on how your load get loaded. If you got anything to, say in it, your load getting loaded, yeah, that's good. You don't want it like this. You want 4 then 1, then 4 then 1, or 2 then 4, or 2, however you want it, staggered or whatever, okay? Fine. Make sure, okay, you go in there and have a say in it. If you can go on the dock and have a say, tell them, hey man, could you load it like this? All you got to do is ask. Most of the guys are pretty cool about it, because this is what they do. You just don't want no problems when you're getting down the road and when you're trying to get to your destination with weight issues. Okay? Check your tires. You're sitting there at the port. I mean, not at the port, but sitting there at the shipper or receiver. Check your tires. Take your little tire gauge. Boom. Check your tires. Doesn't hurt. Might find one low. Put some air in it. It ain't going to hurt. It keeps you ready to go. Keeps you ready to go do your job and not have any issues going down the road to your delivery or your pickup. Okay? Check your lights. Clean your windows if they're dirty. Stuff like that. Make sure your airlines are good. And, get ready to do the damn thing. Get ready to get out here and make this money. Okay? Get to your next destination. I'll be back. I'm be back out there in a couple of weeks myself. Okay? So there'll be definitely more videos. But keep it moving. And keep it between the lines. Okay? You got to be forward thinking on this trucking thing, okay, and stuff. You see a problem, call the office, okay. If you're a company driver, you see a problem in your own operator, go get it fixed. Okay, go get it fixed and get it taken care of. So there'll be one less thing you got to worry about. Okay. I hope this video helped somebody out there that's new to the world of trucking. I wish you the best. This is Papa Bear. To my boys out there, I love you. I hope y'all doing okay out there. And peace.